Hi everybody, this is Ruthie. Welcome back. If you've been to my channel before, I appreciate it completely, absolutely completely appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, thank you guys so much. You are absolutely amazing. And I just want to, before I get started, is to let you guys know, I'm always hearing people be kind to others, be kind to others. But I wanted to emphasize that we need to be kind to ourselves as well. We really do beat ourselves up so much sometimes, especially women. I know some men do, but women, we are awful on ourselves. We just really, cut ourselves down. We second guess ourselves. Like even in crafting, well, mine doesn't look like everybody else's. Mine doesn't look that good. It doesn't have to look like everybody else's. You're not like everybody else. And you need to, give yourself some love and show yourself that, give yourself a break, because if you're like everybody else, everybody's doing so much and with so little these days. So give yourself a little bit of love, and I'm going to show you how to make some stickers today. So let's get started. First thing is, you can search up here for different things. I'm going to make some Halloween stickers. I have grandbabies that love stickers. I'm going to choose holidays, and I'm going to first go to Halloween because that's the season coming up, and I got grandbabies who love stickers, love Halloween, so we're going to make a bunch of stickers up. So I'm going to go over here to the side, and I'm going to choose different ones I want to do. I'm just going to show you a couple today, and then I'll show just how to do it. So I'm going to choose Ghost first, and I'm going to choose, let's do this guy right here. And then I'm going to choose a pumpkin. Oh, let me see here. I want to do a couple of different kinds because I want to show you guys how to do different images, like the ghost will not have a background to him, so we'll have to create one. And let's just do this one here, and I'm going to choose a witch as well. And then I want to choose one though that will have, oh, look at the ghost witch, he's adorable. Okay, I get distracted, sorry guys. I'm going to go back up to, oh, you know what? It's not at the top. I'm going to go back up the top. Let me see if I can find something that's cute. You can use these images so many different ways if you're new to Cricut. You can use them for absolutely like iron-on. You can use them for window decals. You can, if you're doing window decals, cut it out with temporary vinyl, and then it just comes right off the windows. I'm kind of surprised. I'm seeing witches' hats, but not a lot of witches themselves. So, well, give me just a minute and let's find, oh, you know what, let's do this cat witch. He's cute. Let's do the cat. And I'm going to add this to the canvas. And they're going to come up big. That's okay. Just click one at a time, and we're going to decrease the size just so we can fit them all on the screen. And I don't need them. I don't need stickers that's going to be that big anyway. So I'm just going to make them 3 inches for now, and then I can size them. All right. So guys, let's start with the ghost first. If you can see, you still see the lines in here. That doesn't have a backing. So if I cut this out, what it's going to do is going to cut out just this. It's not going to give you the backing so that it comes to a true sticker. It'll fall apart. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to come up to offset up about the middle screen, kind of toward the left hand side, and I'm going to scroll this down because 0.83 is a good size. So I'm going to hit apply, and I'm going to scoot this over because I want this back part. And on this back part, I'm going to come over and contour. And I don't need all these pieces here. So because I just want the backing. And I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to change the back of this to white. But I think I'm going to change this part here. Instead of being black and white, I think I'm going to make him like purple or something. Let's just use this purple here. And I'm going to click on that, and I want to align them to the center. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this, but that'll be two separate cuts. So what you want to do is you want to flatten. This is going to make it a print and cut. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. About 2 inches wide is, I think, is going to be a decent size. All right, what you're going to do now, in order to make this a sticker to where it has the little lip that doesn't, makes it easier to peel off, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to keep that same setting, 0.83, and I'm going to hit apply. Now this is going to give this one here, and I want to duplicate this 2 more times. Okay. And I'm going to grab all of those, and I'm going to align, center again. And I'm going to grab this guy here, bring him to the front. And these 3 things here, I'm going to flatten. Okay, they're all flattened, and I'm going to line this up, align in the center. And then I'm going to just group these things together. So what it's going to do, guys, it will cut this out. And it will, where this black part is right here, you'll weed this part off. And then that's going to leave you just a little bit of a lip to be able to peel this off. So I'm going to change these things here. I'm going to change these to white. Because my printer doesn't necessarily have to be, I don't want to use all the ink up just necessarily. So it'll just be the sticker paper. And I will link below the sticker paper that I use. So that's the ghost, and he's all set to go. And then let's do this guy here. He's not going to be too difficult to do. But if you look over here to the side, this is if you wanted to layer him with a vinyl or iron-on or something. So we already have the circle, so let's just hit offset on this one. 0.83 is the same setting. And then we don't need to do too much to this one. We're just going to hit flatten, so it's flat. And then on this guy here, this back here, I'm going to contour that out. It's not going to do anything to the printer. I'm going to duplicate this 2 more times, bring this up, and I'm going to just group these things together and align them to the center. And I'm going to flatten this. Actually, you know what? Go back. Let me get rid of a couple of these. Nope, not all of them. There we go. All right, this one here. And I'm going to flatten this guy here. We can just do a print and cut up at the top. It does the same thing. And then I'm going to duplicate this guy here. Two more times, duplicate. And then I'm going to align this again. Align, center. And then I'm going to change these things to white because I don't need it. Again, there's no point using my ink up. That's, strictly up to you guys, whatever you choose to do. I'm going to arrange this back up to the front. And I'm going to align it to the center. And then I'm going to group it together. This one here, I'm going to change it back to white as well. Okay, so now you see we have the top layer, and this is just, this 3 here is going to allow it to cut to make sure it gets all the way through to the backing part of the sticker, so that when you weed this off, it has a little lip, and I'll show you guys in some pictures at the end of this. So this one here, we're going to flatten it out, and then I'm going to offset it and apply. And I'm going to change this one here to white, and then I'm going to duplicate this part here 2 more times. I'm going to move this off so I can grab all 3 of these, the lining part of it. I'm going to align it to the center, and I'm going to grab the cat, bring him up to the front, and then grab all of them and align. All right, and then we're going to group it together. And then you can just choose what size you want your stickers to be. And what I'm going to show you next is how to decide where to put them on. If you group them all together, you can get more on your print and cut image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a shape. I'm just going to grab the square. And the size that you can do for Cricut Print and Cut is, the width is 6.75. So I'm just going to type that in. Oops, not 7.5. Oops. Okay, let me get back here and do this right. All right, 6.75. All right, there we go. And then the height, it will do, the max is 9.25. And then we're going to lock it up. And then there's our thing. I'm going to change this to white so that you can see what we're doing. There we go. All right, now just take the square, if everything's, and arrange it to the back, just so when you bring these things up here. So again, just align these, make these arrangements any way you want, and align the sticker, line them up how you want them. And then you can move these around. Let's duplicate this a couple of times. Sometimes you have to go search for it, that's okay. And then you can take these, and like this guy here, let's duplicate him a couple of times. Did it not duplicate but twice? Okay, well, let's duplicate it again then. There you go. And you can turn these things around, just put, play with them until you figure out, the best layout so that you can get more on here. So just flip them around anyway. That's just to get them on here. And I'm going to scooch this down. You can also go back to images, like if you're doing this and you have more space, just go back and find another sticker or something to add to it, just to fill in all the gaps. So I'll put this one down here. Put this here. And you see I have a lot more. I have a lot of room still left on this thing. But I'm just going to do this so I can show you what we're doing. So this part here now, we can take this off. And I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to group these together. And attach. We can get rid of this because we're done with that. That was just a guide. And if we click Make It, Project Incompatible. Why is it incompatible? I have the maker. Oh, let's see what it says. See this warning sign up here? 6.75. Oh. All right. Well, you know what? Let's just make it a little smaller. There we go. Now it went away. It just, for some reason, I increased it instead of decreasing it, but that's okay. All right. So now if we go to Make It, you can see all of these are on here, ready to cut. And then the other thing you can do, guys, so that you don't have this paper tearing up, take some Oracle clear vinyl. And what you do is you print this out, you put the Oracle clear vinyl, and I will link that below, and you put it on top of it. And that way when you cut these out, it makes the, what am I trying to say here? It makes it like almost like laminated. And then it'll have the lip around the edges of it just so that you can cut it out. So guys, I hope this helped. I'm going to go show you, I'm going to show you at the end of the video how they turned out. I hope this helped. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, and that's a habit, guys. Questions, comments, concerns. I was a nurse and an EMT, so anytime I had to call and report, call the doctor or anything like that as an EMT, the first thing that they, the last thing you would say to them is you'd ask the doctor if they have any questions, comments, or concerns, if they wanted you to do anything different. So you can find in my videos, all that just comes out. So I hope this helped. I will show you at the end of the video how they turned out. You guys have a fantastic day. And remember to be kind to yourself. Bye, guys.